Hello everyone, Bruce here with a video tutorial on functions, and in this video we're going to talk about passing parameters into functions, okay? So we talked a little bit about it in class, and I thought I'd follow up with a video, okay? So let's say you want to write a function to concatenate two names together. Okay, so if I want to concatenate Bruce Elgort as two separate strings and call a function that smashes them together and prints out the value, I can do that, right? So let's start by creating a function called main. Okay, function called main. This is going to be what we call the mainline function for our program. And in this program, I'm going to have a variable called first, and that's going to be Bruce, okay? And then last, and then that's going to equal Elgort, okay? And I think you all know, right? If you just print it out, right, first, right, plus last, right, you would get Bruce Elgort smashed together. In fact, let's just run it. We'll just call it functions2, and we'll run it. Ready? So there is my first name and my last name smashed together, okay? Now, where is this code? This code is in the main line logic, right, for the program. And that's probably not the best place to put it because we're probably going to want to smash together, right, more than one first name and one last name, right? So what we want to do at this point is create another function, and we'll just call it function, I don't know, let's call it masher, okay? Just because it's a fun name. And the purpose of function masher is going to be to take the first name that it's given and the last name that it's given, okay, and put them together and print them out. So when you define a function, you create what are called formal parameters, okay? So in between the parentheses in the function, you're just going to stick variable names that will be used inside of the function. Now, a lot of students get confused because here I had first and here I have last, okay? Yes, you could put those here like this, right? First and last, and that's perfectly good. In fact, let's go through with this, and then I'll show you how they don't really need to be named the same, okay? So the purpose of this function, right, masher, is to print out first plus last together, right? So if we say, hey, print first plus last out, okay, it's going to print out whatever the value of first is in whatever the value of last is. Okay? Now, currently we're doing this work inside of the main, and we don't need to do that anymore because we have a function that we built called masher, M-A-S-H-E-R, and now we can pass in, right? We can pass in first and last, and these are called arguments, okay? When you call them as part of like a statement here and you call the function name, these are called arguments, okay, first and last. So what happens is, if you look at my mouse, first is going to go into this slot, first there, and last is going to go into this slot right here, okay? Now, remember what I said before, they don't need to be named that, but let me show you now. Check this out. Ready? Run module. And now we have my name smashed together or mashed together. Okay, that's good. But what happens now if we want to, again, call masher and we want to, say, pass in some strings, right? Joe, and then we'll put Perry. Okay, so those are just string literals. Joe will go into first and Perry will go into last. So check it out. Ready? Run module. Oh, look at that. Masher is not defined. Did I spell it wrong? Let's see. Master. Okay, so I spelled it wrong. There we go. Let's run module. And there is Bruce Elgort and Joe Perry. And again, I can reuse my function again, right? Because that's the purpose of functions is to be able to create reusable code, right? So I'll create Gale, I don't know, Uji Fusa, just made up some name, Uji Fusa. And if we save this and we run it, right, we will now see, okay, Bruce Elgort, Joe Perry, and Gail Uji-Fusa, okay? So we are calling Masher over and over again to do stuff for us, right? To do stuff for us. Now, as I stated before, I said I was going to come back to this. These things here don't need to match these arguments here, right? So if I just want to call this F and L, really poor variable names, but watch this. F and L, okay? And I run it, everything's going to still work. You see that? Because it goes by position. This thing here in first goes to this thing here. Okay, the first parameter here, the first formal parameter. Then the next one here, last, goes to here, right here. Okay? You see that? Okay? Perfect, right? So let's end this program by modifying it to, say, ask a user for 5 first and last names using simultaneous assignment, and then calling Masher to put them together. Okay? Make sense? So let's do that. So I am just going to comment out this code. Okay, comment out this code. Even first and last are going to go, right? So let's do this. Let's do this and say right there. Okay. So let's just say for I in a range of 5. Okay. Let's get the first name and the last name using simultaneous assignment, right? And say equals, okay, input, enter first and last name, okay? Let's just try this. I think I'm going to get an error. Then we're going to call Masher with first and last, okay? So let's try it. Ready? Run module, Bruce, Elgort. I knew it, okay? Because what we need to do is we need to enter them as strings when we what do you call it? When we do simultaneous assignment with strings. So I'll put Bruce, Elgort. Oh, see? Ooh, what happened? Too many values to unpack. What's going on? So simultaneous assignment. What is Bruce doing wrong? What is Bruce doing wrong? Do we need to put an eval input around it? Let's see. Let's just see. Ready? Run module. Bruce, Elgort. No. Interesting. So let's ask the Google. Okay, let's ask the Google and say Python simultaneous assignment strings. Okay. Okay, is it possible to split and assign a string in a single statement in Python? Let's have a look. Okay. So Jack and Jill went up the hill. That splits. Okay, that splits. What about let's see. Can we do simultaneous assignment on strings? Maybe not. Maybe not. So let's just skip over that for now. And again, pardon for the detour here, but hey, I try, right? Same way you're trying. So let's get the first name first. Okay, let's get the first name first. Enter first name. Enter first name. And by the way, I'll get back to you on the simultaneous assignment for strings. Okay, don't worry, I will. Enter last name. Okay. So there it is. Okay, so let's see what happens now. I'm going to yank this code out for now so you can see it better. So look at that. We have a main function that calls a loop, that executes a loop 5 times. We ask for a first name, a last name. We then call our Masher function with first and last, and what Masher should do is print out the first name and last name smashed together, right? So ready? Let's run it. Okay. So, oops, I have an error again. See that? I'm just having a bad video day, right? So let me just go run. Oh, I have another one. Why did I have those there? Okay, let's run it. Okay, so Bruce Elligort. There's the mashed together name. Gail Ujifusa. There we go. Tom Turkey. And Sam Callahan. And I think we're on the fifth one now. We'll put Bob Bubbles. Okay, so there we go. We created a function called Masher, which took two formal parameters. Okay, and when we called that function, we passed in two parameters. Okay, first and last, or two arguments, as they're more officially known. It ran through 5 times, called Masher 5 times, and then the program ended. Okay, so I'll leave this up here. Sorry for the long video and some goof ups, but hey, I'm a student of Python just like you are. Okay, so if you have any questions, ask questions. Well, that's silly. If you have any questions, just ask.